Okay, delegates, I am honored to present the first award of the RA, and it is to one of our own, a dear friend of mine for many years, a dear friend of this association who we lost last year. The NEA Friend of Education Award is given to individuals or organizations whose leadership and advocacy have made a powerful impact on public education. Educators and students across the nation benefit by these champions. Illinois Education Association President Albert J. Llorens, Al as we knew him, had such an impact, but he also left so much for us. Al exemplified student leadership. He understood that even as you lead, you follow. Even as you set the course, you navigate it. He always found a way to help us know that an internal light lives within all of us as a beacon of both life's challenges and opportunities. I want to thank the Illinois Education Association for shining that light right now. Thank you, IEA. As a mentor, a trainer, an advocate, and as an unwavering believer in people, Al used his internal light to help others find theirs. We are so proud to recognize him with NEA's highest honor.
In public education, the work is never finished. It lives in long days, hard conversations, and the persistent belief that every student deserves more. And often, that work is carried forward by those who refuse to let go of that belief.
It didn't take long to find out that the job I had chosen was full of rewards and moments of the highest of high.
Al Llorens was one of those people, a steadfast leader, a fierce advocate, and a lifelong champion for educators and the students they serve. As president of the Illinois Education Association, 6-year member of the NEA Board of Directors, and with decades of service as a delegate, Al didn't just represent educators. He stood with them in classrooms, in communities, in moments when public education needed an unwavering voice.
We give our students and the world our best, and we need to be supported. We need resources.
He believed in strong public schools, the dignity of teachers, and the power of collective action to create real change.
Equitable public education.
Whether advocating for resources, defending students' rights, or teaching high school math for over 30 years, Al showed up again and again. Even in his final days, his focus remained on the work ahead and the people who would carry it forward. Because for Al, this wasn't just a job, it was a calling. For his unwavering commitment, courageous leadership, and enduring legacy in the fight for public education, the NEA proudly honors Al Llorens as this year's NEA Friend of Education.
Delegates, here to accept this award on Al's behalf, please welcome Wanda Llorens.
Good afternoon. I am Wanda Llorens, widow of Al Llorens, former president of the Illinois Education Association and member of NEA. I am here today to accept the NEA Friend of Education Award posthumously on behalf of my late husband and our families. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for this honor. I also thank you for loving my husband and for appreciating his work for the students and teachers of Illinois, as well as his advocacy for children and teachers across this nation. Al was a wonderful husband, father, and human being who, with a calm and thoughtful spirit, dedicated his life to supporting you as you educated our country's most precious asset, our children. Al stood in the classroom nurturing and teaching our students directly himself for almost 40 years. And then when so many of us, including myself, began to think about a well-deserved retirement, he continued his educational career as a union official. In that capacity, he fought with all his might to make sure every teacher received fair wages, good working conditions, and benefits commensurate with their education and experience. Oh, and he always corrected me when I failed to acknowledge all the other support personnel that made our accomplishments possible and for whom he worked. Thank you all on his behalf. But here comes the personal part. My husband was not only a dedicated educational professional, but he was also a wonderful husband and a very smart man. One of the wisest moves he made was to marry a woman who not only loved him, but one that understood his passion and the importance of his work. Even when he had a call at 9:30 at night from a constituent or a colleague, and if you were one of them, you know who you are, I understood because I too had been a teacher. I remembered the late evenings that I rushed to close my school library, grabbed my briefcase, and ran to the door before the maintenance people left and locked me in the school for the night. I had graded papers on Friday and Saturday nights so I could at least have Sunday night free. I wrote lesson plans, I delivered them, I accommodated differences, counseled kids when they needed it, and listened to them cry when they needed that, and on and on. I worked so hard as a school librarian, and yet I stood in awe of the classroom teachers I worked with every day. They performed miracle after miracle. Because I had spent so many years as an educator, I understood how important my husband's work was. You see, teaching is demanding. I nor my colleagues had time to advocate for ourselves. That is where the union workers came in. My husband understood that his job was to stand in for teachers and support personnel to make sure they were fairly treated, that someone was looking out for us when we were doing the very hard work of educating our children. Al believed that the job you did, your life's work, mattered in this world, and he fought for you every day of his life. Some of his last words, in fact, were about you. And so he selected a wife who understood. I really don't know how my husband did all that he did, but I knew he didn't need a nagging wife on top of it all, and so I didn't nag, not much anyway. Somehow, Al did all that work, and yet he still made me feel like a princess in a fairy tale. I love that man, and I always will. Thank you. Thank you for giving our lives purpose, meaning, and joy. On behalf of my beloved husband, I again say thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, Wanda. I know that took a lot of courage to do, but I trust that in this hall full of people who loved Al and thereby love you as one of us, you feel some comfort and you know that you are not alone. We, of course, want to thank you personally for understanding all the things you just said. You knew. You understood and you supported Al through it. Thank you for sharing Al with us and for the remembrances of a truly extraordinary man. May Al's light continue to burn brightly. May his teachings continue to fill us with memories that fill our spirit. And may his life's work continue on in ours. NEA, we are joined here on the stage by some of our friends from the IEA, the Illinois Education Association, to help us recognize Al. We have President Carl Gakey, Vice President Gina Harris. We have Deborah Ward Mitchell and Susan Hudson, and Executive Director Mike Schaudy, and Karen Moore, and Bill Farmer, and Gladys Marquez. Please give it up for our IEA family for bringing to us the 2026 NEA Friend of Education Award. Give it up for Al Llorens.